Okay, let's work a little bit more advanced exponent problems, because just a quick reminder, you can add and subtract, again, only things that are alike. When you add or subtract, they stay alike. You can multiply and divide anything as long as you're just combining the things that are similar. But the issue is, when you're multiplying or dividing, you can't combine the x's with y's because they're different. Same way you can't combine 2 to a power times 3 to a power, because they're different. So therefore, let's do some more advanced problems to show you that sometimes you might be able to manipulate it to where you can combine them. Such as here, we have 8 to a power and 2 to a power. Now notice something about 8 and 2. They are both what I call base 2 numbers, meaning I can take the number 8, and I know that 8 is 2 times 2 times 2, or 2 to the third power. And if I rewrite 8 as 2 to the third power, I can actually clean this up a little bit. So I'm going to do 2 to the third power, and that thing is raised to the x plus 2 power, and all of that is being raised to the third power, times 2 to the 1 minus x. Powers to powers, quick reminder, you multiply. So we're going to multiply 3 times, that'd be 2 to the 3x plus 6. You do have to distribute that, and that's to the third power, times 2 to the 1 minus x power. That's going to be power to power again, you multiply, that'll be 2 to the 9x plus 18 times 2 to the 1 minus x. Now, what do we do now? Again, we have the same basis now. Quick reminder, if you have x squared times x to the third, think about what you would do with those exponents. You would add them. You're doing the same thing here. In order to combine these, we're now simply adding exponents. So it's going to be 2. We can only add the stuff that are alike. 9x minus x would be 8x. And then the positive 18 and positive 1 gives you a positive 19. Now you combine those. Let's do another one. If you take the numbers 128 and 32, you actually find out that those are also base 2 numbers. We can write 128 is actually 2 to the 7th power, and the 32 is actually 2 to the 5th power. So now we've changed them both to where they're the same basis. Now we can do something with it. Power to power, you always multiply. So that's going to be 2 to the 7 times x power. On bottom, 5 times 2x minus 1, be leery of that plus or minus sign. You do have to distribute. That'll be 2 to the 10x minus 5. Now remember what you do, rules of exponents. If you are dividing exponents, you subtract. And you put your answer, if there's more on top, put your answer on top, more on bottom, put the answer on bottom. So really you can subtract in either direction, okay? But I'm going to subtract top minus bottom, so that's going to be 2 to the 7x. We're going to subtract the 10x minus 5. So that's going to be, since I'm minusing all that, I'm going to change this to a minus and change that to a plus. That'll be 2 to the 7 minus 10. Combine the like things. That's going to be negative 3x. And then you have a positive 5. Final answer. Now, just for fun, just showing you that if you wanted to put that answer on bottom, I don't know why you'd want to, but you can change a positive, again, to move it to the bottom. You could change it to a negative or opposites and write that as a 2 to the 3x minus 5 on bottom. Either one of those answers would be fine. And now the last one, 3, 9, and 27 are all three base 3 numbers. So 3 to the 2x plus 1, I won't have to do anything with. 9 we're going to write as 3 times 3, and that's raised to the x plus 4 power. Then on bottom you have 27, which is 3 to the third, and we're raising that to the 5 minus x power. Power to power we multiply, so we can do something with this. That's going to be 3 to the 2x plus 1 times 3 to the 2x plus 8 divided by 3 to, again, power to power multiply, 3 to the 15 minus 3x. Next up, rules of exponents. To multiply like bases, you add your exponents. I'm going to go ahead and come in this direction with this. That'll be 3 to the, we're combining like terms. 2x and 2x will be 4x. The 1 and 8 gives you plus 9. Over 3 to the 15 minus 3x. To divide, you subtract. So we're going to take our power on top, which is 4x plus 9, and I'm going to subtract off the 15 minus 3x. If you'd like to rewrite that, that's going to be 3 to the 4x plus 9. Distribute that negative. That'll be a negative 15 and a positive 3x. Combine your like terms, and you have 3 to the 7x. And then the 9 minus 15 gives you negative 6. Final answer.